lovely YouTube community, lovely to be here. Thank you to my Patreons, you are the ones who are making everything possible. I thought I would share a little collage sheet haul with both my Patreons and my YouTube community today. I have been a bit slack on doing lots of YouTube videos because I have been committing all my time to my lovely Patreons. I create lots of things over there. I do videos, monthly printable sheets, I do Happy Mail. So yeah, that's where I've kind of been. So anyone feel free to check it out. I would love a pledge. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a growing Patreon. Your pledges will really matter and make a big difference and allow me to keep creating things to share with you. And if I can build those pledges up, I can come back onto YouTube and share more videos as well. So in this video, I thought I'd share a little haul of some of the things I've been making. So I've got a powwow tier that has like a mini printable each month in that. That changes, like, so I have a little mini printable in the powwow tier. These printables I have in front of me are on my Creative Collective tier. On that tier you get a bunch of printables and you also get access to my monthly videos. The Creative Collective tier printables, like these ones for example, are exclusive to the month you pledge. But my powwow tier printables from my previous tier creations, so you can get them, but if you want some of the bigger printables, they are exclusive for the month, but you will have access to my previous videos, and there's so many on there. There's like Hobonichi flip throughs I haven't shown on you, they're all exclusive to Patreon. So there's Hobonichi flip throughs, there's a zine making tutorial, there's journal with me, lots and lots of videos over there. And I also share posts. I don't just post when there's rewards, I post throughout the month and I share updates on my life, my creative adventures, my processes, my favorite things and much more. I also do a Happy Mail day tier, sorry, just quickly, and where I send out like different Happy Mail on that. I theme the month. The month of June is a art theme, sketchbook theme month, so that's why I've got a theme. And I've just been making like washi samples with an arty theme for my lovely Patreon. So I send like memo papers, more flat pack stationery and things like that, and my monthly zine. I do a zine each month as well. So much happening there, but I'm going to dive right in quickly and show you the June Creative Collective tier printables. So I'm just going to take you through each one. So I've actually got a few bonus sheets this month. Because most of my pages on there have been with me from the start, which I'm so thankful for. So I wanted to, make lots of extra things to say thank you to them this month. I'm also exploring my different style, my different art style with digital and traditional mediums. So that's why I've got a few things here. So the first sheet I'll just take you through is this, it's an arty college theme because I did a sketchbook month. A video coming up for June is I've done a flip through of my sketchbooks and I'm taking through and showing some of my favorite art supplies. So I wanted to create some journal sheets that went with that theme. Maybe that, because many of my Patreons and probably my audience here are journalers, so I wanted to think of things that they could use for journaling purposes or maybe to put in their sketchbook. So yeah, I've got a few different things. I just like kind of easel, but I use like kind of shapes, kind of very Matisse inspired shapes on there. And then I've got painting day, so all the kind of things you might stick in your journal. Just having really fun with coming up with my own character design. Got little palettes, I got sketchbook time that would make like a nice title page. And then I have a few repeat designs like of the sketchbook so it doesn't have the writing all over it, because I know a lot of my patrons have been requesting to have, they are okay with like repetitive parts on the collage or printable sheets. So these are all printables. So really having my little banana, I really put all the little polka dots on him. And then I've made this little girl, I just call her artsy lady. And she's got this really cool rainbow sweater on, and it's got little gappies saying notes, so you could fill in and put your notes there. I'm thinking of probably laminating some of her because I think she would work well as like a bookmark in your sketchbook or journal. I'm gonna see how much laminate paper I have. I'm not too sure, but if I do, I might make a few for my Happy Mail Day patrons for June, but that's only if I have enough laminating paper. I gotta check that. But either way, my Happy Mail Day patrons will be definitely spoiled, as I do as much as I can for them each month. So there's that sheet. Now I also want to show that I've actually, this is on sticker paper, but you can just print it on normal paper. But I actually did printed some off on tracing paper. Not all printers are able to do this because it crinkles up, but I was able to do it on mine. The ink's still drying, but it makes a really nice effect if you have it in your journals. And I used to make these snail mail kits, and I used to put tracing paper art elements inside. I make envelopes and things, so it was really nice to experiment with tracing paper again. So this could be another option for you if you've got like a bulkier journal. By using tracing paper, it looks like it's painted on the page when you stick it in, and then also for like if you don't want your journal to bulk up, it could be handy for that. On the next sheet, I wanted to kind of play around with famous artworks, and so I did the girl with the pearl earring, but I changed it to call it the girl with the polka dot scarf. Polka dots and grid pattern are like my favorite patterns, so they're always going to appear in my work. So I kind of wanted to make that my own, and I've done a little like hark to that with like a kind of pop feel. And I'm also want to practice a lot of my character design, illustrating people. So sometimes it's really nice to kind of use a subject and kind of play how you would how you would draw it in your own way. And then I've got this little arty girl. I guess some people say this character is me, but I don't really think about that. I'm just trying to draw a cute little character. But yeah, she's got a little easel and she's painting. I thought it'd be fun to do like a funny type of still life, and that little banana from the previous sheet is in here, and this little polka dot fruit bowl. And then I've got like some repeat designs. I did a little head sticker of the arty girl. Really happy with how these turned out. I'm playing with different techniques, and I did this like marbling technique, and I've masked it into this pencil and did illustration on top. So playing around with lots of textures and things. And then we've got like a paintbrush here, and they got little characters on it. This was inspired, I took like a photo when we were painting our home when we first got it, and I put like those movable eyes on it. So I take inspiration from my life to create some of these designs. And then down here I've got a little book plate, kind of like a book plate where you'd have in front of a book like this book belongs to, or I've done previously one before this journal belongs to. I thought it would be nice to do a sketchbook version, so I did my sketchbook on the top, and then it's got date started, date completed, what I want to create and work on. So these are the type of things that people put in the front of their sketchbook, so I thought, I'll make a little plate for that. And then it's got contact details. You can probably put an address here, or fit, and a name, and then a phone number. So that's if you're like your sketchbook goes missing. I've got some extra little things here, like I got messy in my sketchbook today. So little kind of reward type prompts. And then I've got the little girl with the polka dot scarf on here. So for this little one, I made this little card called Color Moods, and I went off the colors that I chose for the palette of creating these collage sheets, and I put description words on them, like how I feel about the color. Now, I've seen blob versions of this, like people do like paint blobs, and they put their little descriptive word underneath. I think Courtney Caruti did a color a day. I think as far as I know, I think she started that idea. I just really want to credit her because I've seen a few of the versions like hers pop up, and I think it's really important to create original creators, so I hope that's correct. I didn't want to just flat out copy that idea. That's not how I go about my art. I'm all about creating original things. I don't see the point of repeating something that someone else has done. It's really important for me to credit artists, and I really appreciate when people credit me for their ideas, because I understand what it's like when you've worked so hard to come up with something and you see someone kind of take that off as their own, and it really affects people's mental health and stuff. So I'm not trying to get negative or shady or anything. I'm just trying to say I wanted to make my own version. So I thought, oh, what I could do is I could come up with little icons instead of like blobs to describe the colors, and then I thought, yeah, I could illustrate the things. So I've got Pretty in Pink for that. I actually had the blobs first, and then I changed it because I wanted to come up with an original idea on my own, being inspired by something else, which is really important. I think as artists, we need to evolve and think outside the box. So I've got Molly Ringwald here. I'm still working on my character design, so yeah, it still needs a bit of work, but I'm pretty happy how it turned out. For this flamingo color, I was thinking like Malibu, but then I kind of put holidays down, and then I got ooh la, like ooh la la. Lips and Neon Always, I did a heart because I love the neon pinks. And then the yellow is like burger cheese. Peachy Keen, I did Nana, so I did like a little knitting needle because she loved green. Deep Calm, I did like a kind of like a crashing wave. I did Grimace. I always call purple Grimace. And for this blue, I did like a risograph fill texture because I like risograph, and that reminds me of like a risograph color, which is kind of like these kind of colors. Peace Cloud, just a calming blue. And then I did like this kind of purpley black, and it really reminds me of like, I just call it mod, like mod dot. So I just came up with that. So yeah, I wanted to make that kind of idea my own, and you can be inspired by other people, but yet you can make something original yourself. So yeah, really happy with how this sheet turned out. I hope you all like these. Let me know. So these are only available for the month of June on my Patreon. So because of that, I wanted to add some June details on this other sheet. So I've got the different June. So they're like headers, page titles for the month. I did like fave art supplies because I'm actually sharing my favorite art supplies in an exclusive Patreon video this month, and I thought if my patrons might want to journal about their favorite art supplies, or we always do kind of tests in our sketchbooks with our favorite art supplies, so I thought that would be nice. I've got another little version of the kind of the character I came up with. It's got like a rainbow look. I put some little extra things in here, marbling, little today stickers, like type stickers. Also, these are all on A4 size sheets, but that would be really cute. You printed two out on an A4 size page, A5. They would be a bit smaller, so that gives you the option to measure them down if you're putting them in a journal. I came up with this idea ages ago, and I'm really glad I could use it finally because I went with the theme. I've got these little paint blob, little painting tubes. So you can use them for the days of the week. And then I've got some blank ones in case you wanted to write something in there. You could do like to-do list, or how cool would it be to do like a little to-draw list. You could maybe put in one of them the things you might want to put in your sketchbook. I think that's something how I would personally probably use it. So there's that sheet. And then for this final sheet, it's a bit of a bonus. So what I did was I actually designed this for a mini printable for the Powwow tier. All the Powwow mini printables are available. The back previous months are on my Patreon when you pledge, so you do get those. So for this month of June, I did date stickers. So the dates are I did a date sticker version, so I'll put some footage up here of the date sticker version. And then I really kind of loved, not everyone uses the date stickers, so I thought, oh, it would be nice to kind of give this to my Patreons. I thought how cool it would be to like cut some of these up, and you could cut them in like a semicircle, or you could like collage and overlap them around like a journal page. I thought would look really good. So these are the kind of things I'm thinking I'm doing. Now I do have a small punch. It's not with me right now, but if you have like a craft circle punch, just as a tip, you can cut along each row, and then if your punch fits through, you can punch out the circles if you don't feel like cutting them all out. My punches is a little bit smaller, but that's still okay. I also got this scribble background, so that's really cool to use as extra decoration. And I explained to my Patreons the idea of the date stickers, and for like this sheet was all about making marks. So these are all art marks I've created using traditional art supplies and also digital. I love surface pattern and design, so I went through like my catalog of things that I created in the past and even some things that feature in my sketchbook, and I've made these kind of little art mark type circles. But I thought it would be really fun as a bonus printable to share a dateless version of this with my Patreons, but I do have a number version on the Powwow tier. So that's all the printables for this month. I wasn't sure if I should film this video because I know it might not go up to mid-June and people will be upset if they can't get these. But if anything changes, I will put the details in the description box below. And like I said, I do have a bunch of printables from the Powwow tier that are mini printables. If you sign up any pledge, any tier, you'll get all those. And if you are on the Creative Collective tier, you'll get this month for June, and you'll get access to all like the exclusive videos, plus posts and much more. And I also do have a Happy Mail tier where I do a lot of Happy Mail. So I hope you enjoyed this little collage sheet, the whole video. It's like just what I created for the month of June and what I've been up to. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see maybe these videos monthly on here. I'm not too sure. Like I said, any pledge to my shop, I'll be so grateful. I also have an Etsy shop update coming up. Again, the Patreon printables I make exclusive as I can. Every now and then I might pop something on there, but I don't make a habit of it. I want to really make the Patreon things special, but I do have some stationery items coming to my Etsy shop hopefully very soon. So I am giving the updates first to my Patreons, so they'll probably get the first scoop when it's released. I'm so excited. So I do have some more videos to come up soon. Thank you also for joining me for this video. I know I haven't been on this much. Oh, and also I've got some zines I make too each monthly on my Patreon. So I normally do updates on that sometimes on my Instagram, but I don't always post them monthly. So lots of details on that as well over if you support me on Patreon. I am really thankful to you, my YouTubers. So thankful my community here. I know many of you have popped over to check out my Patreon. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I just really want to share what I've been up to, and I'm struggling to find the balance to do excess things like YouTube and that all the time, because I put all my effort in. I'm working 6 or 7 days to get all the printable Patreon rewards and things done, because I need to try and make a more of a full-time income. So thank you so much for your patience, and I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate if you're checking out this video, and even like I'm wafting on and I've finished showing you some stuff. If you're still here, thank you. Let me know if you watched it all the way through. The comments and the likes will really help to get this video shared. And once again, if I have any changes of when things are available, I'll put it in the description box below. Thank you so much. I really do love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for allowing me to build a community here and also on Patreon. And thank you, big thank you to my Patrons for helping me basically survive. So thank you so much. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Bye.